Vonda Keeler. She's the director of travel. She's a former agent herself, and she has spent the last 10 years as a supplier. She's normally based in Ohio, but tonight she's traveling. And a fun fact about her is she was born in Buffalo, New York, and was a cheerleader for the Buffalo Sabres hockey team. So, Vonda, when you are ready, we are ready to go.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the introduction, Mike, and thank you everyone for being here. I love sharing rental escapes as a former travel advisor. I wish I had known about this company, and I love how loyal they are to you and how amazingly they can help your business grow. So I'm impressed. I mean, we've got over 10 years. We've got 2 weeks that you guys have been at this and that you're here to learn. I've met people in the industry over 30 years who, they're still tuning into webinars, still going to meetings because there's always so much changing in the industry. So it is important to keep learning. And I want to tell you that when you book with Rental Escapes, it is a different product and a different experience than maybe what you are used to. And but don't let that scare you. As long as you don't have that tunnel vision where you're like, I can only do it one way and no other way is going to work for me, then you'll be good. And I'll walk you through it and I'll tell you where to go for help when you need it. So let's get started with talking a little bit more about rental escapes. If I can get the slide to go, that would be great. All right. So rental escapes is more than just being about villas. It's about the entire experience. We have been in business for over 15 years. We are globally recognized as a leading luxury villa wholesaler. So to me, this is kind of it gets lost as like office jargon. The best way for me to say it is we are your one-stop shop for vacation rentals, luxury villas. When we say villas, that's luxury vacation rentals. So I will just refer to it as villas for easiest communication. And but we're your one-stop shop. We work with property management companies around the world. Okay. We have over 5,000 properties and we vet and inspect every single one. I'm sure you've heard of some other companies, maybe have even used them where they're not vetted and inspected properties, and you're crossing your fingers hoping it is what the description was on the website, that the photos match. I ended up in an attached garage. I thought I was booking a nice little place to stay while visiting my daughter in Texas, and it was an attached garage. So I didn't know about rental escapes back then. So I feel your pain, and you don't want to risk losing your clients to a company that does not vet and inspect their properties. So good news for you, Rental Escapes vets and inspect every property. They will not be in our portfolio if they do not meet our high standards. So we do that work for you. You're not risking losing great clients by sending them to properties that don't meet their standards with Rental Escapes. You'll find our villas in over 170 destinations. And I like to say that you'll find us in the fun spots, the hot spots, but you'll also find us in more secluded areas, places you can't always find hotels and all-inclusives. So, and we have over 5,000, but we're always adding as well. So, and if you are not seeing a property that is on our website that you're looking for your clients, we may still have it because we have about 1,000 properties not on our website for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because it's owned by a celebrity or whatever. They don't want it necessarily posted on the website. So how do you find out about what properties we have that might not be there? You check with your specialist, and I'll tell you about them as we get into it. We offer you so much support from the booking all the way through your clients' travels. And in two of the ways that we offer you amazing support, we actually give you two human beings. In this world of AI, AI is wonderful, has its place, but we give you two people that help you with every booking. So the person who's on here only been doing this 2 weeks, you are going to find them very valuable. This is your villa specialist. And if you've been at this over 10 years, you will find them extremely valuable because this villa specialist is a highly trained and traveled professional. And this person will help you find the perfect villa and will help you with the payment link, puts a quote together for you, answers your questions, does most of the work for you, and then you get 10% commission on the villa booking. It's amazing. They're wonderful. And because we cannot expect you to know over 5,000 properties, this is going to be so essential for you to work with your villa specialist. And the specialist is going to be assigned to you. And once you are assigned a specialist, that person is who you always work with. So it's not like a call center where you're just getting some person called in off the street. This is a trained and highly trained and traveled professional there to assist you with your questions. And again, they put the quote together for you, all of that. And then later on, you'll get a guest experience person or a concierge, as we call them, and they will help with everything else, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Then we give you a 24/7 phone number. This is for your clients. We actually give you two of those as well. So one for somebody in destination and one for somebody at our office. And we hope that's never needed, but while they're traveling, it's important they have a contact. What if you're not available? So that's going to be really nice for them. We pay you 10% commission on the villa, as I mentioned. You have an opportunity to add on a service fee later, which I'll tell you about. You also get to earn rewards with us. We are the only villa company that offers travel advisors rewards. These points are automatically logged with every booking. You do not have to go to a separate website and log in to keep track of points. We actually keep them for you, and we will tell you what your point level is at any time. And then you can use those points for free stays at our villas, which you're going to be excited about once I show you those villas. All right, let's move on. Here we go. This I'm showing you because one, we're very proud of the awards we have won. Rental Escapes has been voted the best villa company overall year after year. But I also show you this because these are voted on by your colleagues in the industry. They love working with us, obviously, and then they vote for us. So you don't have to take my word for it that it's an amazing company. We win these awards because it's true. Here's a sampling of our destinations. Now, to see the most up-to-date and accurate, you'll definitely want to go to rentalescapes.com. And the reason I say that is because I cannot keep up with this because we're always adding, and sadly, sometimes we're taking away. Like we used to have New York State. It's not up on there anymore because they made some strict, restrictions and made it almost impossible to do short-term vacation rentals there. So always visit rentalescapes.com to be up to date on our destinations. All right, so there's many reasons your clients might ask for a vacation rental or a villa. And if you've been an advisor more than 5 minutes, I'm sure you have received them and you probably said, no, I don't book those. So it will be important for you to tell your clients you do. And it's going to be important because this is the trajectory of the travel industry. The vacation rental segment is the fastest growing. So this is going to be so important that you now work with a company that you can trust, that provides vetted and inspected properties, pays you commission, and has your back. So I'm glad you're here learning about Rental Escapes. So I have a few reasons why I think that this segment has been the hottest thing. I think shows like The Real Housewives is part of it because this is how they travel. But also, since COVID, people are like, I don't want to be around 2,000 sweaty people in the gym or at the pool, and they want their space, they want privacy, they want fewer people around, and the villa offers that and more. So it allows you to social distance. Again, you get a private pool. 95% of our properties have their own private pools. The ones that don't are like on a cliff or something where it's just not possible. And then you have all that space. So think about when you're at a hotel, your privacy is only your room, where you get the entire villa. So you get to hang out with friends and not have to sit on somebody's uncomfortable bed to play cards or a board game. And you can watch TV in the living room together and movies, and the kids have playrooms in a lot of these homes. And it's just such a great place with so much to do. The amenities are there just for you all to be using. They're not being used and utilized by many, many other people, strangers, and sometimes creepers. As someone who traveled when my kids were little here and there, I was always concerned about them being around strangers, and I was one of those moms, a worrier. And, it's so nice to just relax and not worry about all these people being around your kids. It's just a different experience. Of course, we make sure the homes are thoroughly cleaned between stays. And the gym, living spaces, staff is only for you all. So, how nice is that? It's a truly a VIP experience. And if you have guests, celebrity guests, professional athletes, politicians who want that privacy, they don't want people taking their pictures or asking for autographs while they're on vacation. This is the way that they can travel and get to have those great experiences and fun vacation times and moments with their family without all of that. Multi-gen families, that's our number one clientele. So, those grandmas never have enough time with those grandkids. And like I said, moms even get to relax at a villa. So it's just giving you so many benefits to travel this way as a family, and that's why they booked it in the first place, was to spend time together. They get so much more time together. You get to see the kids in the pajamas with the messy hair. You and your brother that you haven't seen in years get to stay up late talking while the kids are up in their bedroom sleeping. I mean, there's so many benefits to being in a villa over people being in separate hotel rooms spread out along a hotel or resort. And corporate retreats. You can have your business meeting in the dining room and have your team building out at the pool. Security is a concern for so many, whether it's a girls' birthday group, wellness trip, whatever it may be. Security is a concern for so many. And I'll tell you, I went to a villa in March. I had to show my passport to get into the neighborhood. It was a gated community, and they were serious about it, very. And it made me feel very safe at the villa. The butler had the front door open in Punta Cana now. The front door was open past 10 o'clock at night, just wide open. Excuse me. And I've actually had situations in Punta Cana previously where I felt unsafe. So I could not believe how safe I felt in this gated community at this villa with the front door wide open. So if you have guests concerned about that, this is something that I would highly recommend for those guests that are concerned about security. All right. I know this is a number one question for those of you who maybe are used to booking all inclusives or cruises. You're like, wait, what about the staff when you book a villa? So let's address that now. Many villas come with staff included in the cost. So when you book the villa, you automatically get whatever staff is shown. It will tell you under each villa what staff is included. If they don't have a private chef and they want a private chef, no worries. That's when you hear from that second person, our guest experience concierge. They will arrange anything your clients want. It's obviously a la carte. They'll pay for each add-on, but they get to curate their stay to what they want it to be. And they will only be paying for what they want. So it's your money actually goes a lot farther, which I'm kind of jumping ahead, but that's one of my favorite things to talk about. People think, oh, well, these are only for celebrity clients or only for really high end. This is where I hope this changes your mind because the cost per person is comparable or less than traditional accommodations almost every time. And if you don't believe me, that's okay. I will prove it to you. Just hang in there. So you're getting more for your money, and you have the added benefit of private amenities and privacy. So it's a win-win. And let's go ahead and move on. And I think the next slide is a villa. Oh, one more. We're just going to recap and then we'll look at some villas. When you stay in a villa, you have privacy and peace. And if you want a party atmosphere, you get to choose. You get to have fun. But if you want to listen to the ocean while you sit at the pool and have your coffee, you can do that. It's up to you. You're the boss. You get to make it whatever you would like it to be. You get personalized service, dedicated staff at a villa. The amenities and facilities are exclusive to you, dedicated staff, and these are so ideal for families. And the price point, which we'll talk about, and think about it. If you do want to have your meals on property, whether chef was already included or you're adding it, you're paying grocery prices for your food and beverage instead of resort and restaurant prices. So I hope I'm starting to convince you about the prices. Here's another example. This gorgeous villa is Urari Royale. This is in Cap Cana, Dominican Republic. This gorgeous 9-bedroom villa sleeps 20. So you and 19 of your closest friends. 9.5 baths. And look at that starting price. Some of you might see it and be like, "Ooh, it has a comma." And that's how most of your clients might feel. But this is where I'm giving you homework. When you break it down per room cost, not per person, per room, there's a couple of reasons why we do it that way, why I suggest it that way. But break it down per room cost before you give give those prices to your lead guest. And I would only give them that. This is how much it comes down to per room because when they see a comma, they might freak out. They probably will not take the time to break it down per room cost for everybody. And if they're sharing it with a group or their spouse or whoever's going to be traveling with them, it will be important that they give them that per room cost. Somebody in this group is online looking at other options and think that you're a travel agent trying to swindle them or something. So it will be important that you are giving them that per room cost because they're looking at the room costs online to go elsewhere. So they need to see, wow, this is less money for a luxury mansion. It's a no-brainer at that point. So that will be so very important that you break it down per room cost. So let's talk about that villa specialist. This person is, you can call them. The phone number is on rentalescapes.com. There's a chat option. You can email them, sales@rentalescapes. Again, the first time you connect with them, then they're assigned to you, and that's who you always get to work with, which is great because they learn how you like to communicate and all of that. They will put the quotes together for you. They check the availability. They do so much of your job for you and make it very simplified for you. They'll put together that quote, but they do not break it down per room cost. So they'll send you those quotes, but please take that time break it down per room cost. That will help you immensely for your clients to see the value in booking a villa. And while I'm on that, talking about prices, this is something that I find very valuable, and I'm sure you will as well. So when we interview the property management companies that we work with around the world, they sign a contract with us if they want their property in our portfolio. And they agree in that contract to not allow bookings for this property anywhere else for any less money. So that means you are getting the lowest prices, which again, that person in that family that you're working with who's going to be a pain in the butt, there's always one, right? They are not going to find it for less money. So that's huge. I mean, how many times have you wasted time getting quotes and then they find it for $2 less somewhere and then they book it elsewhere? So that avoids that situation for you. So we have vetted and inspected the properties. We pay you commission and we get you the lowest pricing. So I'm sure you're seeing why we've been voted the best villa company already. All right, Turks and Caicos. When I hear Turks and Caicos, seriously, I think dollar signs. I just think it's so expensive. And it is. But a lot of people are going there. That's actually one of our most popular destinations. And look at this. This is going to break down to $1,000 per room per night, which is incredible for Turks and Caicos. It's a steal for Turks and Caicos. And if your clients want the fully stocked kitchen, have a chef included or add a chef. And if you have a chef, it's 3 meals a day and a snack, by the way. But if they want to add on a chef, or maybe they have chef, but they're like, we need a vegan chef or one that handles celiac, or my kids have food allergies, we have this issue, whatever, we can make that happen and arrange it for them. And you can pick out the groceries, the menu, and really VIP yourself and your trip. All right. Let's move on. Look at Jamaica. Look at this one. Look at that private beach area. This looks like a cabana area to me, which you'd be paying what, 400 or more for a day for a cabana at an all-inclusive. It's just part of staying in a villa. And this beauty has 8 bedrooms, sleeps 16, 8 baths. And look at this, private dining on the beach every night. You'd be paying a lot more money for that if you stayed at an all-inclusive or a hotel. You'd have to pay a lot of money. And that's just part of staying there at this villa. So you should be convinced by now that your money goes further at a villa. If not, we'll talk. All right, look at this one in St. Martin. Perfect for those big family reunions. Look at this, 28 people you can have here. And those views are stunning. I worked for an all-inclusive company for 7.5 years, and I would hear all the time, you guys need something in St. Martin. It's so beautiful there. It offers so much, but there's not a lot of all-inclusives there. But look at this. You don't need an all-inclusive. You have a villa. And this one, I mean, those hot tub views, look at that. 14 bedrooms, incredible price points. Ombre and Ephesus. This one's actually very popular for those wellness retreats. This is one we recommend when somebody calls or emails, says, what do you recommend for those girls' getaways and wellness retreats? This is one of them. So, for example, if your clients who are doing a wellness retreat here, they can bring 15 of their friends, up to 16 guests. If one of the guests is not a yoga instructor and they want a yoga instructor brought in, if they didn't bring their own, our guest experience team can arrange that. They can arrange a vegan chef to come in and do cooking classes or be their chef. Whatever it is they'd like to add on, we can do that. I've been talking too much today. I apologize. So look at the price point. It's 8 bedrooms, starting at just $1,200 a night. And You just are getting this private pool, Moroccan design, and 8 bedrooms, 8.5 baths. Oops, I just skipped by Costa Rica. Don't want to do that. Costa Rica is hot this year for sure. Not temperature wise, I'm saying bookings wise. Um, and I've been to Costa Rica in both rainy and dry season, and I actually prefer the rainy season. Even though I'm not usually a fan of rain, it's not like gloomy and depressing like it can be in Ohio. So it's really beautiful in Costa Rica, and I'm not sure exactly why it's so popular this year, but it is. Thankfully, we've got so many beautiful villas here, including this one. This has 8 bedrooms, sleeps up to 19, 8.5 baths, and this is just 5 minutes walking distance to the beach and town center. Oh my, we can't go past this. I'm sure you have received requests for US. My Wi-Fi is go not loading very well. Sorry about that. I think we're okay now. Look at this, 36 people. There's another family reunion one. That is a real police car, retired police car in a laser tag room. Can't you picture your family here? Nieces, nephews, grandkids. So I like to say you don't have to mortgage the house to visit the mouse. Look at the price point, $133 per room. And if you have been to the parks with some little kids, somebody needs a nap. Somebody might not be feeling well. This doesn't, this takes away that situation where you're stuck sitting in a hotel room while everyone else is going and enjoying themselves while you're staying back with one of the kiddos. You can be there at this house. The kids that need naps can nap in their rooms. You can still be at the pool. You can sit in the kitchen. You can do whatever you want. And again, moms get to relax at places like this because, and I say that, I know dads work hard too. But it's typically the moms who are like, where's the kids, and have more trouble relaxing. That was my situation anyways. And so this allows moms you can sit by the pool. You can sit and have conversations while the kids are playing with each other. And you're not so worried about where they are, who's around them, that type of thing. We have amazing villas also in Hawaii. This one is famous for the filming of Magnum PI, Hawaii Five-0, and Lost. And you'll find many, many others as well. Now, Hawaii has some islands that also have those strict 30-day minimum requirements. So, not all of Hawaii is very friendly to vacation rentals and villas, but but we do have a good amount to choose from. Excuse me. We have ski chalets, as you see. If you are going to put on your swimsuit and stay in the hot tub and just enjoy the views, you will love this. Or if you're going to go and hit the slopes, this is going to be a vacation you never forget. You can have up to 16 guests here in the 6 bedroom chalet, and it has 8 baths, as you see. So Europe. Oftentimes, Europe, your only options are dinky hotel rooms, or you could do this. Look at this. This is Positano, Italy. You're not going to have big hotels to choose from. And look at the price points. It's beautiful, spacious, gives you a place to unwind and relax as a family without everyone being stuck back in a hotel room. And you get to, if you want, have a chef, have views, and just enjoy time together as a family. This beautiful penthouse has views of the Eiffel Tower, as you see, and is in city center Paris. So we have anywhere from city center all the way up to private islands. And there's not even private islands in my slideshow, which I should put those in because it's impressive. But most people don't have clients who book private islands, but for corporate events, those are nice. Um, if you want extreme privacy, you can do that. If you want to have your wedding on one of the islands, that's a great place to do that and just be your group. There was a J-Lo movie about something like that, I believe. That was really funny, actually. I'll have to look that one up and watch that again. But you can really get and curate to what you want when you stay at a villa. We have amazing options in Asia and Africa. You see all those listed there. And again, visit rentalscapes.com to see the most up to date. I've just highlighted one in Morocco for you. The design here is just amazing. Even on the ceilings in every room, it looks like. And if you see the price listed in euros, payment will need to be made in euros. So it will convert. If you're paying by credit card, it will convert, or that's how it will be done. And then same with the bank transfer. And that's what we do recommend is a bank transfer because the payment gets there faster and you avoid some credit card fees. So. All right, so the guest experience concierge, we touched on this before, but they will reach out to you. You're the travel advisor. You are still in charge of this booking. You get to decide if you want them to work directly with your clients, and you get to decide on adding on some money if you'd like. So this is what I would do as a former travel advisor. I would say, thank you to reach for the concierge for reaching out. Please work directly with my clients. Move me to BCC. That way you can still check in when you want to and see what's going on in the emails, but you're avoiding all the back and forth and stuff that you just don't need to be involved in. And I would also say I'd like to add on a $500 service fee or $1,000 service fee or $2,000, whatever you think that is reasonable and your clients will pay. So if you have clients who are wanting private yacht, private jet, maybe jet skis on the beach, maybe they're more simple and they're just like, there's a concert in town. We want to go see this concert or we want to go to this festival. Our team will arrange it. This concierge service we don't charge you for. Our team handles all these details. This is the curation part of the trip. So this is where your clients really get to choose and make it exactly what they want. I like to say, like, you're not paying for somebody else's tomahawk steak. If your family wants chicken fingers and French fries or pizza every night, which is fine. Or maybe you're like, we're not going to be there. We're going to be in Jamaica. We want to go to Scotchies and we want beef patties. We want this, this, this. We're not going to be there except for breakfast. Your clients can make it exactly what they want it to be. If they want the chef to make breakfast and have a snack ready when they get back from their outings, before they go to dinner, whatever, your clients get to curate it and make it exactly what they want and pay for only the things that they want and order. And again, this is a la carte. So anything that they do add on, they pay for, of course, just like real world, back at home. And but it's really nice because our team makes all the arrangements. And it's so nice for you because our team does the majority of the work for you, make you come out looking like the best person ever. And they're so thankful for you for booking this villa. And you get commission. So it's a win-win for everybody. And something else I want to tell you, again, this is somebody as a former travel advisor, it's a pet peeve of mine, and it really breaks my heart when I see this, and I see it a lot. Travel advisors are posting on social media that this cruise line called my clients and canceled their booking with me and got them to book direct, or I lost my clients to the timeshares, or my clients booked direct for their next trip and didn't include me, and so I lost this, and upsets me a lot. It's not right because you trusted that supplier. Well, I want to tell you, Rentalscapes does not have timeshares. And if your clients ever contact us directly after you have booked them with us, we always bring you in and pay you commission. We are never, ever trying to steal your clients. So I know that for some of you thinking about our concierge working directly with your clients probably, gets you concerned because of all those suppliers who do steal your clients. We do not do that. Um, Again, we wouldn't win all those awards if we were doing that. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know that's important to a lot of you. And so if you haven't figured it out yet, our company, we do truly love you. And I almost cringe at this slide because I know everybody tells you they do, and then they stab you at the back. So, but we do, we prove it to you over and over. One of the ways we do is when you go to rentalescapes.com and you go to the travel advisor tab, you'll see down here the keys to success. And right below it is where you register. So please go there and register today. And then pop back up to the keys to success. Here's where you'll find our webinar library. You can sign up for future webinars, but you'll also find the previous recorded webinars. Our marketing resources, these are award-winning marketing resources, and they are not marketing resources that say book with Rental Escapes. Again, we're not like that. We're not that kind of company. We are not trying to get you to promote us to your clients. We are trying to promote you. So we have unbranded resources for you, including reels, digital magazines, photos, videos. If you like marketing, I do, you are going to love this. And so you go in there, you're going to feel like a kid in a candy store. You can download stuff, you can take it over to Canva and add your logo, always add your contact information. Don't make people go search for it. So you can find all kinds of great stuff there. We've paid people to create it. And then I've also created a lot of marketing material, and I have a Facebook group, which I'll tell you about coming up. And it's there because we love you. We want to support you. And of course, we want you to book with Rental Escapes, but we care about you. We really do, and your business. So, okay. Unbranded website. This is your new best friend, besides me. Um, this website, if you go in here, save it as a favorite. And I hope I'm going to try to show it to you. If that's okay, I hope that's okay. Let me see. It's hard to move stuff around with Zoom for me. All right. So let's see if I can take you there. Nope, that's not it. Let's go to Rental Escapes. I hope you're seeing this. Can somebody confirm if you're seeing the Rental Escapes website? Okay, thank you,
Yes, yes, we are.
Celia. Okay, thank you. All right, so I was telling you to go to the Travel Advisor tab, and I'll show you how to get to that unbranded website. But real quick, while I'm on the Rental Escapes website, notice it has Rental Escapes name, phone number, ways to contact us. So I'm going to go on over and show you the unbranded one, and you'll see the difference. There's no Rental Escapes name, does not have a phone number for us or a way to contact us. But it's going to have all the same great information for your clients that they could see, that you would be able to see on Rental Escapes. So a couple things I'll show you real quick on here. If you want to look up villas in a destination, you literally can type it in here, which maybe I'll show you in a minute, but you can also narrow it down this way if you know they're wanting Caribbean and that type of things, go in there. But I like this. I think this is really helpful, the collections. So if you know your clients want a fully staffed villa, you can find it there. Maybe they want a beachfront or ultra luxury, a golf villa, a ski chalet. A wedding villa. If you don't do weddings, you know somebody, like your best friend is going to be like, my daughter's getting married and I need you to book it, a destination wedding. Don't be afraid of it with our team. They will answer all your questions, help you every single step of the way. And what a way to get married at a mansion with only you there. It's not going to be four weddings next to you. This is the way to do a destination wedding. If your clients want a larger villa, if you want to look at the villas near Walt Disney World in Orlando, that's where you go. If you have clients who are obsessed with pickleball, because there's no like, I like it a little bit. They're obsessed. And if you're one of those people, good for you. It's good exercise. I've not played it yet. I don't dare. I don't dare. I'm the clumsiest person. So, anyways, if you have clients who need accessible, handicap accessible villas or villas with a chef, I find these really helpful. So that's why I wanted to show you those. And then if you click up here on promotions, that's going to tell you about all these great promotions we have going on. So that's nice. If you like to post promotions, people like that. That gets a lot of attention, so you can grab them there. But I just wanted to show you those. And because this is our unbranded website, and you want to send it to your clients, maybe you have clients. Let's choose a fun one. Let's do the pickleball one. We'll go to the pickleball ones, and I'm going to click on this, and you'll see it brings up all 54 villas. This is the 54 most popular villas with pickleball courts. And I want to filter it down. Maybe I don't want to send my client all 54. So I'll filter it down by maybe they need 5 bedrooms and I know they want oceanfront. Oh, I can't see because of a bar there. Okay. So that brings up 13 properties. Excuse me. So if I want to share this with my clients, I go up to the address bar, the URL. I'll just copy that. Then they can click on these 13. It'll take them right to this page. They can click on these to see the villas. So I chose this one to look at. And I got to move another bar here. Okay. If I want to look at the photos, I click there. And if you want to learn details about the villas. Now, again, this is the same on rentalscapes.com. It's going to look exactly like this, with the exception of that block to the right. The block to the right that says inquire, contact your travel advisor, that's on the unbranded site, where Rentalscapes does not say that. It has a form that will connect you to a villa specialist. So you don't want to send them to rentalscapes.com. Always use this one. Excuse me, because it points them back to you. This tells how many bedrooms, bathrooms, what staff is included, as you see there. And under each villa, it will be different. So some will have chefs, some might have housekeepers, and it will vary. But it tells you under each villa. Excuse me. Tells you what promotions are going on. And look at this. If you're on the table, it will tell you minimum night stay, what the rates are. The calendar shows you availability. Okay, this is a pricier villa, but again, how many people? 7 bedrooms. Okay. But when you break it down per room, it could be less. It's probably less than a comparable hotel. So always do that, remember. But how nice is this? For those of you who book all-inclusives, not only do you not have to request rooms close together with a villa, you don't have to worry about booking cabanas and different things like that. But you also don't have to worry about the bed layout and like, oh, my clients are definitely requesting this. You don't have to worry about that. They get to see and they get to decide with their group what rooms they're going to take with what bed layout. So it makes it so easy to book these. Also, you get a look at the map and where the villa is located. The address will be in the final documents. Okay. All right. So real quick, again, if you want to go to a destination, you can type it in. So Turks and Caicos. And this is going to bring up 280 villas. I like to filter. I usually go price low to high because most clients are shopping by price. So let's take a look. 400, $429 a night for the entire place in Turks and Caicos. Can you even believe this? And so again, if you want to filter it down, you can do that. For kicks, let's go price high to low because there's a special one I want to show you, and I know it's one of the pricier ones. There it is. Imara in Turks and Caicos. This used to be owned by the artist formerly known as Prince. So I can't tell you, about anyone who currently owns ones that we have, but this used to be owned by Prince. He used to vacation here. And it has a purple pool table, all kinds of stuff. So go in and take a look at that. That's a fun one to post to get attention as well. Again, that's Emara, Emara. All right, let's get back to the presentation. I hope it's back on that for you. All right, thank you. Thank you, Cecilia. I see you nodding your head. You're on my screen. Thank you. All right. Also, this is important. You can book, it used to be 10 minutes. You can book 15 minutes with Willie Fernandez. He is our Chief Sales and Marketing Officer. He is a former travel advisor many years ago. He's old now. No, don't tell him I said that because he's my boss and he's not much older than me. But anyways, he's funny, but he's so knowledgeable. So if you are struggling with closing sales or marketing yourself or whatever, book that 15 minutes with him. And what other company does that? Do you see what I mean by, this company is special and they truly, truly do love travel advisors. And it's honestly because of him. He makes sure that we are not doing things that hurt travel advisors and the travel advisor community. So book those 15 minutes with him via that link in there. This is the sampling of some of the other marketing material. Again, this is the same place that I told you about where to find those reels and all that. Under the Travel Advisor tab on Rental Escapes, scroll on down to the Keys to Success, and you will find the marketing material. And this is where you find these unbranded digital magazines. You can share these via text message. You can share these on social media. You can share these in an email. And, I think a good use for these is when you have clients who maybe or friends who are talking about a destination, but they haven't booked with you yet, send them one of these. Be like, I remember you saying you wanted to go to Italy someday. So I just thought you'd be interested in this. Now, these magazines, they highlight the destination, they highlight, they'll have recipes, they'll have maps, and they'll highlight some great villas there. So they're really nice. These are award-winning too. So take advantage of those. Our company has done that for you. All right, wake up. If you fell asleep, it is not May, but we're still doing this. It is not Travel Advisor Appreciation Month, but we still appreciate you. And we've extended this for June, which is almost over, and I can't believe. So we are doing a bonus commission for you on top of the commission and on top of the rewards and doubling the rewards. And I know you don't have a whole lot of time, but I hope you can take advantage of this and get that bonus commission. It's up to $5,000 per booking, but it depends on the amount of the villa. That's what it's based on. But bonus commission for every villa booking and double rewards points. And never done before. I sound like a infomercial. This day only. No, but really, it's never been done before. They are doing a promotion for your clients as well, where they're going to get credits to use for any experiences. So whether they want to book transfers or the private yachts or whatever, up to $2,500. It's incredible. So this is the very best time to book. So hurry and get those bookings in by the end of June 50% deposit is required with a booking. Final payment due 60 days out. And I hope you can take advantage of this. If not, don't be discouraged because we do another promotion in the fall. But either way, your clients are going to love you for recommending a villa to them and booking a villa. If you want to start promoting villas, I highly recommend you join Vonda's Travel Advisor group. Um, you can use the QR code or literally type it in on Facebook. And I do the steal my posts where where I highlight a villa, I post the pictures, details about it, I break it down per room cost for the starting price. I do all the work for you, and then I post the link in the comment section for that villa in the unbranded website. So you literally can just copy everything and paste it to your social media. And I do some other marketing materials here and there as well, but feel free to join. It's free. And tell other travel advisors about this, only travel advisors, of course, please. So they know there's some free content like this out there. And if you want to follow me, I'm Villa Vonda. I am a goofball. In case you haven't figured that out, I do like to post something that'll hopefully make you laugh throughout the day. I feel like life is too hard to not laugh. And most of us are in our office by ourselves when we're working and looking at our computer. So it's nice to have something to make you smile. So that's what Villa Vonda is all about. All right, this is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm the Director of Travel Advisor Partnerships. We do not have BDMs because your villa specialist is going to be your go-to for any villa question, any destination question. So they kind of act like a BDM, but if you have a training question, marketing question, I'm your girl, and I'm glad to help you. You can reach out on Facebook or you can email me or call me or text. Either way. But I am really glad to help you. If you have any questions about anything we covered, please don't feel like you're bothering me. Please reach out and ask me because that's what I'm here for. And I'm glad to help. And I hope we have some questions. I saw a lot of chat going on, but I was just getting the notifications. I couldn't read them. So, Mike, do we have some questions?
Yeah, Vonna, but before we get to that, I just want to thank you for your time for coming on tonight and teaching us
Sure.
all about rental escapes.
My
I
pleasure.
definitely forgot to sign up myself for rental escapes, so I went on while you were doing the training and signed up for myself.
All right. Good job.
Um, um, yeah, so at this point, guys, we're gonna open up questions. I know we do have one question. Do they have maids and cooks? So I know
Each
you mentioned about cooks, but
Mhm. Yeah, each villa is going to be different. Some do include a chef and housekeeping, but under each villa, it does tell you what's included. But anything not included, our guest experience team can add on and arrange for your clients.
okay, we have another question. With
Mm-mm.
the villas with chefs, will the food be provided or does the client have to purchase the food items?
Good question. So yes, food and beverage are never included, and it's because that's one of the nice parts of staying in a villa is you get to choose. I mean, do you want lobster and caviar every night, or do you want pizza and chicken fingers? So instead of us, including it in the price, your clients get to choose what they want and pay grocery prices for it. So it's similar to staying in a hotel where there's no food or beverage included in the cost. So even if a chef is included, there's no food or beverage already included in the cost. So that's a good question. But your clients are only paying grocery prices and only paying for what they choose to have on the menu or snacks they want to have stocked in the fridge and drinks.
Awesome. And Desiree, to answer your question, yes, to book with them, to book with Rental Escapes, you should register with them. I know there's been a couple of us that have been trying to walk you through that.
And you can
Let's
call that phone number
see.
too. If you're having any trouble registering yourself, you can call the phone number. Usually during business hours only are they available, but they will register you as well. if you prefer.
Michelle asked, can we book for ourselves and still receive commission?
Yes.
Uh, Somebody said, great presentation. Didn't know most of these were accessible. Can you show your contact slide again, Vonda?
Sure. And something I want to say real quick, I just forgot to say is do not, please do not have the mentality of only suggesting a villa when your clients ask for one, because most clients do not know that this is an option or don't think it's an option in their budget. So that's going to really help show your value that you're recommending something they didn't even ask for. And if it's going to be less money, more time with their family, and they get to curate it to what they want it to be, they're going to be so happy with you. So please, especially if somebody's looking to book more than one hotel room, I hope you think of, well, maybe a villa is going to be a good option for them instead. So,
We have another question about fam trips and travel agent rates.
right. That's kind of tough for us. I started with the company last year, and I have not done any fam trips yet. Fam trips are tougher, but this is what I'd recommend. If you're going to Cancun for an event, a lot of events are there for in the industry, and you want to see properties in Mexico, send me an email. We want you to tour them. We want you to be able to see them yourself. Now, as far as rates, if you want to stay with us, shoot me an email with your dates, how many people. Typically, what I've seen so far is that the property management companies or the owners of the property, depends on whom we're working with. If we tell them, listen, this is a good advisor, they've booked with us a couple times, or we know that they've won these awards, whatever, they will typically give you some free nights there. So that's what I've seen so far. But you do have to, of course, be an established somehow or another. And I know that's tough when you're a newer advisor. I remember being in that position, trust me. But we have to have some requirements because otherwise anybody could just go and they won't, maybe aren't even really booking anything. So that's why we have, at least have a couple bookings under your belt and we'll see what we can do. But we're glad to get you in. We want you to see the properties and experience them as much as you can.
Krista, I agree with you. I gotta rent Prince's place too. I gotta make it there.
Yeah. We should do that as a fam. Let's just go
We
there.
should. We should just do that as a fam. We'll make it a fam trip.
There you go.
Another question is, after paying the 50% deposit, is there a link they will get to pay monthly if they want?
Our villa specialist will gladly send you a link and they can but each link would have to be different. So they could just contact you to make another payment. It's not going to be like a reoccurring link that they can use. So we would just send them a link for every time they wanted to make a payment, but they could make payments up until the final due date.
Okay. If they book with a villa specialist, do we get an email as well to fill out our commission form?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So they're not booking directly with the villa specialist. They're still booking through you. So the villa specialist will send you the documents, will send you the payment link. We're not dealing directly with your client. Where the guest experience concierge will, if you ask them to, they will say, okay, let's work on the menu. And do you want to add on this and this and this? So good question.
Sonia, are you asking about registering on in the back office, or I'm trying to figure out your question because you want to know, you're asked if for the registration, for registering on your site. Um, so when they
Maybe.
go onto your site instead of using the back office, do you want their agency name or do you want the host agency name?
So they can use their agency name and then they'll use your credentials, the host agency credentials. And so they will be put under Elite by the credentials.
And Desiree says, can we get a copy of the slide that lists all the places you have villas?
You could, but if you go to rentalescapes.com, which I'll just do that real quick. Is this, yeah, rentalescapes.com. If you come up here to go to destinations, you'll see everything. So rentalescapes.com, you'll see all the destinations. That's what I'd recommend because I can't keep that slide up to date because we're always adding. And if you click on the photo, so look at Caribbean right now, the Caribbean list, it shows the islands, but if you click on the Caribbean photo, it breaks each island down to different destinations there, different cities and areas. Okay? So rentalscapes.com, just look under the destinations.
Okay, we have one other question. It says, do you get commission only on the villa or the extras as well?
Okay. Good question, and I know it's a lot of info. So on the villas, you get 10% automatically. And then on the experiences, there's not commission built in, but you can let your guest experience concierge know that you would like to add in a service fee. So you get to decide if you want to add in $500, $1,000. Obviously, I would keep it to where your clients are going to pay for that. But you can add on a fee to make a commission on those, but there's none already built in. But just let them know. They'll reach out to you again 3 months prior to your client's travel. And you let them know, I want to add on a service fee and I want you to work directly with the clients. Just keep me in BCC. That's what I would do.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Any other questions, guys? Put them in the chat box or feel free to unmute yourself. No other questions. We got a couple emails. We'll have one of our leaders send over all the emails to you so that way you have them.
Great. Great.
Um, so Vonda, I just want to thank you again for coming on, spending your Wednesday with us. And if there's no other questions, guys, my name is Mike. I'm part of the Elite Travel Team. And on behalf of our one-star platinum, Nina Jackson Mitchell, I want to thank you guys for coming out on this Wednesday and training with us. And please, 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 we have training every Wednesday, every Saturday. Please come on to those. And once again, like I said, I want to thank you for your time, Vonda. I want to thank everybody else for their time. And at this point, we're going to end the chat.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Be safe.